So, fair warning, probably going to be a very boring video to most people, but I got some plasma cutting to do, and I figured I would set things up to run off my service truck for this, just because outside, and then don't get metal dust in the shop, and curious to see how this works out here with this little guy, because I bought a little Harbor Freight McGraw is their new brand of air compressor. Just a tiny little shit, which is cool because it runs off the XL power of the Trailblazer. So as you can see, plugged in XL power, runs off the XL power just fine, which is nice. And of course I have the Quincy compressor, and that thing is fantastic. It makes a crap ton of air, but for something, just running the plasma cutter, if you just want to run a little air grinder for a couple seconds or something while you're out on the road and you already have the welder running, I would rather have a little electric compressor to run off the welder than to fire up another engine and listen to that thing running, because that Quincy is actually pretty loud. Makes a lot of air, but is loud, and is just a second engine running, and a lot of the time you don't need a shitload of air. So I'll make another video about that thing later on. Right now I just want to see how it'll do running the plasma cutter off of the welder. Which, I guess, speaking of, the plasma cutter that I have is a Miller Extreme, because, God forbid we call things normal names. Everything's got to be extreme, and sound cool kid or whatever. But anyways, 375. It is a 30 amp plasma cutter, and that guy is currently hooked up to the 220 port on the Trailblazer, and got a little hole to cut out of this plate here, and then I got holy shit, fucking fantastic camera work here. I got it's, I don't know, kind of like a C channel sort of, that I put together out of 1/4-inch plate. I was going to cut that apart. And when I start cutting that C-channel thing apart, what I'm going to do is